I'm Chronix from the most extreme wrestling, and I am here to review Free For All. And contrary to the title, it is not actually free for all. It was only free for me, seeing how Mr. Just Ray from Not PG Entertainment sent this to me, along with a lot of other gifts. So I figured I'd watch this and review it. I was very eager to check this out, especially since it said 1997 on the back, and I realized that almost nothing on this thing is from 1997. It's actually a lot of stuff from 1996. Now, first of all, I had to look it up and see what Free For All actually was. It's basically like a preview to the pay-per-views that were coming out at the time. Basically like a Sunday Night Heat situation. But before that, apparently. Alright, so it had plenty of matches, but I'll go through them. I'm not going to really review them because this was kind of before my time. I was a little kid when this came out, so I just wanted to comment on some of the people that was on here because this was kind of a transitional period. There was a whole lot of horrible gimmicks going around, and they were kind of transitioning. These are a bunch of stars from the Attitude Era, but you wouldn't know it really from looking at it. Alright, so first of all, you got the Godwins and the Bodydonnas. The only thing I really cared about that was Sonny was out there, and that's always awesome. That was from WrestleMania 12, before the actual pay-per-view. And then King of the Ring 1996, Bodydonnas versus the New Rockers, which I don't know what their deal with all the new tag teams, the New Rockers, the New Midnight Express, or whatever. Basically, you got Marty Jannetty, who is now known as Marty Jannetty from the Rockers, and what's his name, Al Snow is their tag partner, so super lame with that. Justin Hawk Bradshaw, which was JBL, later Wrestling God and all that, versus Savio Vega at In Your House. Then Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Yokozuna. But Stone Cold Steve Austin, by the way, had the eerie Mankind-sounding music back then before the glass shattering and all that awesome stuff. But I noticed how they even edited it on this, so you didn't really hear his intro, and you didn't really hear the end of it, you know. A lot of the other ones actually showed the whole intro, but his did not get that. Alright, Savio Vega versus Marty Jannetty. Another match. And now this is the match that really just tripped me out, because you have all these guys from the Attitude Era that will become like names and big names and all this sort of stuff and recognizable names and all this. But it's like a huge collection of horrible gimmicks all together, undeveloped or whatever. Alright, so you got Jesse James coming out there, and he's like doing his singing With My Baby Tonight thing. You know, he would go on to be Jesse James, what's his name? The Road Dogg. Alright, messed up. Aldo and Montoya, you know, became Just Incredible. Later on, Sparkplug Bob Holly became Hardcore Holly. You had Bart Gunn. The Sultan, which is actually Rikishi. Let's see, Salvatore Sincere, which basically did absolutely nothing after this. Billy Gunn, which became Billy Gunn, except with the DX and everything. Alright, and then you got, that was that match. That was a Survivor Series type match from Survivor Series 96. The Rock, which was Rocky Maivia versus Salvatore Sincere once again. And this is the match that just blew my mind. The whole concept for the free-for-all is to get you to want to buy the pay-per-view. And by the way, you have commentaries by P.S. Michael Hayes, but he had that Doc Henderson gimmick thing going on, which was really stupid, but hey, he was still a good talker, so I was alright with it. But the point of this is to promote the pay-per-view, and to promote this pay-per-view, the final thing they had on there for the Royal Rumble 1997 was Mini Mankind and Mini Vader. They have midget guys pretending to be the wrestlers, and you can even tell by the look on the fans' face, they're just like, really? We have to sit through this? But all in all, I really loved it because I got to see so many like undeveloped future stars, and you know, whether it was their music which was undeveloped, or their character, or just basically everything that they were doing. So that was really cool, seeing a ton of familiar faces. But back in the pre-Attitude Era, this is on Coliseum Video, and by the way, I had a lot of fun watching this. It was a very awesome deal, and it was rated E in Canada, and that means everyone. You don't even need PG. This is not even parental guidance. This is for everyone. Infants can watch this thing. So if you could find this anywhere for cheap, I'd pick it up because I thought it was awesome.